Hephaestus grumbled and muttered and cursed his bowl of peanuts, but he decided that Dionysus was right. He rode back to Mount Olympus on his donkey, which was really dangerous because he could have been pulled over for DWI, donkey while intoxicated. Finally, he got there safely, Dionysus walking at his side. Hephaestus approached Hera, and the other gods gathered around. "Mother, I forgive you," Hephaestus said. "I will let you go, but you have to promise no more tossing babies away. Everybody has gifts, no matter what they look like. Do you agree?" Said Hera. Hephaestus hit the secret deactivation switch on the back of the throne, and Hera was freed. According to some stories, Hephaestus demanded a price for letting Hera go. Supposedly Poseidon, who hated Athena, suggested that Hephaestus ask Zeus for the wisdom goddess's hand in marriage, and that's why Hephaestus went chasing after her in the infamous handkerchief incident. I can't confirm that. Personally, I think Hephaestus just got tired of holding a grudge against his mom. Afterward, he and Dionysus stayed pretty good friends, and Hephaestus and Hera set aside their resentment. In fact, the next time Hephaestus got into trouble, it was for helping his mom. Okay, fast forward to when the gods rebelled against Zeus. As you might recall, or maybe not, once Zeus got free, he punished the rebel scum. Apollo and Poseidon lost their immortality for a while. Hera got tied up and hung over the abyss. During all of that, Hephaestus had not taken sides. He thought the rebellion was a stupid idea, but nobody bothered to ask his opinion. As a result, Zeus didn't punish him. Still, the blacksmith god didn't approve of his mom getting tied up and dangled over the abyss like a live bait. Hephaestus could hear her screaming day and night. It annoyed him that Zeus could bind Hera and nobody objected. But when Hephaestus had tied her up, everybody acted like he was a horrible villain. And maybe, just maybe, Hephaestus was starting to love his mom just a little. At least enough not to want to see her hanging over the Maw of Chaos. One night, he couldn't stand it anymore. He got out of bed, grabbed his toolkit, and went to save his mom. With the help of some grappling hooks, a safety harness, a tree trimmer, some rope, and of course some duct tape, he managed to cut her down and haul her to safety. Hera was incredibly grateful. She sobbed and hugged Hephaestus and promised to never call him ugly or disgusting again. Zeus was less than pleased. When he found out what had happened, he marched into Hephaestus' room with electricity crackling around him and his face as dark as a thundercloud. "Without my permission," Zeus bellowed, "you will learn to respect my authority." Most dads would just yell a lot, or ground you, or take away your Xbox. Zeus grabbed Hephaestus by the ankle, yanked him off his feet, and dragged him to the nearest window. Now, Hephaestus was strong, but his legs were weak. Once he was off balance, he couldn't defend himself very well. Also, Zeus was swole. He did like 6 hours of upper body stuff in the gym every week. He yelled, "Sayonara, tool guy," and flung Hephaestus right off the mountain, again. It took Hephaestus an entire day to fall, which gave him plenty of time to contemplate why he ended up with such horrible parents. Finally, he hit the earth on the island of Lemnos with a huge kablam. The impact didn't do so much good for his deformed body, or his crippled legs, or his ugly face. He broke every bone in his immortal body and lay there for a long time, unable to do anything but experience blinding, burning, mind-searing pain. Eventually he was discovered by a tribe called the Sintians, some non-Greek folks who made a living as pirates along the Aegean coast. They had a bad reputation among the Greeks, but they were kind to Hephaestus. They carried him to their village and cared for him as best they could. Because of that, Hephaestus became their patron god. He set up a new workshop in Lemnos, which became his main headquarters. For centuries afterwards, Greeks visited Lemnos to see the spot where Hephaestus fell to the earth the second time. They believed that the soil from the crash site had amazing healing properties, maybe because of all the godly ichor that had soaked into the ground. A little Lemnos mud on your skin, and your bruises would fade. Your wounds would heal. The soil was even supposed to cure snake poison. So the next time you're bitten by a cobra, don't worry. Just book a flight to Lemnos and eat a bunch of dirt, and you'll be fine.